The character of Amy Rose has always been an annoying thorn in my side. The only version of Amy that I've ever liked is the satire of feminism Amy from Sonic Boom. And I think that was only good to me because I've been used to seeing the most annoying version of this character in the games. Or in Sonic X. Anytime I look at Sonic X Amy, she's always annoying me, no matter what's going on. I just can't with Sonic X Amy. It's just worse. At least in the games, I don't see her all the time. Okay, but Sonic X Amy or Games Amy has just been that kind of character where even if there's something deeper there or a deeper message or theme there, well, I just don't ever want to look into it. I don't care to look into it because Amy's always been annoying on the surface level. And I know people are going to be like, well, isn't Shadow just like the most dark and mysterious one on the surface level? But yeah, he is, and that's enticing to me. That's something that I want to explore. Why is he this way? I don't care about why Amy is annoying, right? Making a character annoying on purpose is not the same thing as making a character dark and mysterious on purpose. Making a character annoying on purpose and then people getting mad that Amy is annoying has never been a good argument, right? But like when you tell somebody, hey, oh, I find the dark and shadowy aesthetic annoying. Yeah, that's just you finding an aesthetic annoying. Yeah, women aren't very annoying in my opinion, okay? So, I'm going to explore Amy's character and explain how her presentation of these values fail Amy as a character. Now, I might make a video later talking about, like, Boom Amy and why she succeeds in making me care about her, but, like, you know, that's not what the video is about today.
It seems you couldn't make it to my show, so I brought the show to you.
Amy is the breeze to Sonic's wind. Anybody could tell you that, but the thing about breezes, well, especially in my case, is that during a summer day, a breeze can be great. Like, if Amy's in a darker story, you want Amy to be there to be energetic, as you don't really want people to be making a whole bunch of comedic jokes during your really dark, intense story. But during a cold day, like when the tone is more comedic, well, Amy just serves as an annoying platter on top of all the already humorous shit going on, and you don't really want it there. So when I say this, don't get the wrong idea. Don't get this wrong, okay? Frontiers Amy is the worst version of Amy. I don't like Amy when she's overly talking about Sonic or is annoying about Sonic. But instead of just changing that, they made her sound like this.
But I know what I saw. A love that transcended time. I believe in that power. When this is over, I want to share that love with the world, even though it may take us far apart.
Even if you hate Amy as a character, you have to admit that making all the people who do like her hate her in turn just to appease people like me isn't a very good thing. And why should they try to appeal to me anyway? This is a character for other people, right? I'm still going to be like, oh, Amy's the worst character in the franchise because I just don't like this version of Amy. But like, dude, do not change something for people who do not like something. Okay, never do that. All you do is succeed on making everybody angry because one, nobody who dislikes Amy dislikes everything about her, right? No person who dislikes Amy dislikes things like women or like people being energetic and shit. I just don't like the way she talks about Sonic. I don't like the weird shit she does in fucking Generations to Knuckles. I just don't like stuff like that. And it doesn't matter to me, right, if she changes or not, because if they make a story about her changing and the change is like good as shit, well then I'll be there anyway. But changing things like this is very cringe and bad. Why would you do that? It doesn't appease me because there is no story actually being told here, and then it doesn't appease them because you're changing the character from something they enjoy. So you might as well have just left it the same, because you didn't even leave any of the cool things that people who dislike Amy liked about her character, because every Sonic character has something you can like about it. But just because, like, not everybody holistically likes Amy, you're just gonna change everything instead of leaving some things intact and then building off of that? And I know people like Ian Flynn say things like this.
Well, this is gonna be interesting. Are you and or Sega trying to hide Amy's affection for Sonic? I've seen people show concern at how aggressively it seems to be suppressed, to the point it feels like it's trying to be made out to be a secret, which people aren't keen on.
For my part, I just want it to not be her singular motivation, her singular personality trait, but it is part of who she is, so I feel like it should be acknowledged. But Sega is in general trying to skew away from open relationshipy stuff right now. I don't know if I'd call it suppressed, kind of a harsh word, but it's not the focal point right now.
I'm so happy that Sega is stepping away from relationships, because relationships are just a way of singling your political virtues or whatever to like some other people. It doesn't matter if it's gay or if it's straight. We should just get rid of it all altogether, because at the end of the day, it doesn't do anything but cause drama. We shouldn't even be implying that there's gay or straight relationship. That's insane. You doing that is just gonna cause the culture war to swarm around you and eat your innards, okay? That's like fucking insane. You don't ever want to do that. But you know what? That's just me. I don't know what else to say except for that's literally just me.
Showtimes are on the hour. Not a moment before and not a moment later.
Sonic Heroes Amy is the worst character in the franchise presentation-wise. You understand that Amy in this game has more layers, but the presentation is just so bad that you just want to like throw it all in the trash can and replace it with something else. In fact, fuck it, we should have brought back Mighty and Ray, got rid of fucking Big and Froggy, and just put Mighty, Ray, and Cream. I think that would go hard as fuck. But instead we got this. That is the face of a person who knows they just fucked up. That is crazy. Bro, she loves Sonic so much that it's literally debilitating. She loosens her grip on the paper in satisfaction that she's looking at a picture of Sonic stealing her best friends, Chow and fucking Frog. That is crazy. The fact that you even thought that this was a good scene to write or even to present to an audience of mostly males and shit is crazy. Now, I understand that Amy's been like this like forever, but you have to admit, when things are like getting so weird that it's literally overriding Amy's mental capacity and shit, well, you have an issue there, don't you? And it's not like Amy is like being written in a horrible way. No, it's just that Amy's presentation is just so bad that I don't even want to be around her for 5 seconds, okay? Anytime I encounter her in any story, I'm just roll my eyes and I immediately try to skip the scene if I can. Or I just turn off the game and wait till I'm ready to deal with all the bullshit. But wait, there's more.
Amy, are you sure Mr. Sonic is here? No doubt about it. My heart is never wrong. Then it must be so.
It's crazy that her heart is wrong enough to let go of a piece of paper with her, like, supposed love interest literally holding 2 of her best friend's pets and goddamn running away with them. But also, like, the worst part about it is that, like, Amy is just cringe in this game. She's just cringe. And I think if Cream ever said anything about Sonic, oh wait.
Just so he could get away. Mr. Sonic must be really... Really? What? Nothing.
Look at her face. She looks like she's about to beat the brakes off of Cream, bro. She looks like she's literally about to start hitting her like the goddamn Batman. It's crazy, dude. And then look at the fear in Cream's eyes, bro. She looks like her life just flashed. She was like, damn, I can't make a wrong move here. Hitting them like the goddamn velociraptor from Jurassic Park, bro.
Now I know what to do. Find Eggman and I'll find my Sonic. You all ready?
Damn, look at Amy taking ownership of another person. It's crazy. My Sonic, more like my slave. Am I right?
Something weird in there. Jeez, you'll be reunited with Chocola very soon.
Froggy too?
Let's get him before Sonic does. Then he'll be head over heels for me.
Sonic is literally almost always a overriding force in her brain, and I just think it's goddamn annoying. I think it's really annoying, not only for the simple fact of no matter if it is or isn't, it will always feel that Sonic is her main priority and she has nothing outside of that, right? Like, she can literally be a leader of her own team as seen in this game, but it doesn't feel like she's being a leader of her own team when she's literally just thinking constantly about,
I gotta get Sonic! I gotta love Sonic! Sonic is the man! I really want Sonic!
like, bro, if she just said, yeah, let's get our friends back or something, maybe I'd be less annoyed with her character. But as it stands, she is literally the most annoying person on the planet. Dude, if I have a friend who talks about their girlfriend all the time, and I'm talking about, hey, your friend did this, and in response, they let go of my only piece of evidence linking them to the crime, and then another person has to go catch it, I'm going to be livid, okay? I'm going to be livid. And now, I'm not saying that you can't have comedic moments, but like, bro, have physical comedy with Amy instead of like this like weird Sonic shit, because it's just insane and it's never been funny. It's as funny as a fart joke, mind you. So, what I was going to do for this video is I was going to actually just skip this scene since everybody complains about how bad it is. And for me, you know, it's really bad, but like if everybody's already talked about it, I obviously don't need to say anything. But obviously somebody out there is going to be like, you don't even know what this story is about or what's in the story because you missed this scene, so let's just go ahead and talk about the scene.
Gotcha, my darling Sonic.
Amy, what are you doing here?
Sonic, this time there's no way out of marrying me.
When it comes to the perception of a character, it doesn't matter what the reality of the situation is. What matters is the presentation of that person's ideals, right? If we're talking about Amy, it comes off as Sonic is her main priority and everything else is secondary. No matter what happens, no matter where you go or what you say or what you believe, it will always come across this way. And when people have a problem with Amy, they aren't saying that Amy's only character trait is that she chases after Sonic. It's her only character trait because the first thing on her mind is Sonic. So there's a difference between that being your only character trait and that being your main priority. And I think Sonic being her main priority is really great. It can be her main priority in the background, like, oh, her motives can be driven by this, and maybe you can make it like a little bit less obvious, but like, I just don't like it when Amy is just sitting there, I want Sonic to marry me! Like, bro, please, die. Lay down and die somewhere. It's getting really annoying. So, okay, let's be very clear here. The Amy hug stuff is supposed to be a comedic joke, but I find it annoying. Okay, so I'm gonna explain why. Amy is so blind in her love for Sonic that she literally goes slightly blind and thinks that Sonic is just going to sit next to Eggman silently, not saying anything. The only one talking there before she popped up was Eggman. It's clearly insane. And then it's like, oh, okay, it's supposed to be funny. But it's like weird. Why are you going up and hugging people from behind? You goddamn weirdo. And then she does it again to Silver. And this time, Silver's like, oh, I was trying to find somebody. And Amy's like, oh, sorry.
I'm sorry.
No, it would be really, 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 really funny is if Amy hugged a random blue hedgehog while he was randomly trying to save some puppies from a burning building, tackling him and creating a supervillain out of that. I would pay money to get a story where Amy creates the main villain by tackle hugging them during a fucking forest fire or something. I would pay literal money for that. Basically, Sonic gets away because Amy spends like 4 to 10 seconds hugging Silver, giving him enough time to escape, and then like Silver's like, oh, it's okay, it's cool, and you expect Amy not to hug this anymore, but you forget, Sonic 06 isn't canon, so it happens again. I would find this moment completely acceptable if Amy hadn't already been doing this 2 times ago to people who, like, one looks like kinda similar to Sonic, but not really, and one looks drastically different from Sonic. It just feels like she's hugging random people, right? And understand that Sonic 06 isn't canon, but also, like, the meta joke is that Amy's hugging random people again. That is the meta joke, and the meta joke to me is goddamn annoying. I don't know what else to say here. It's crazy.
That's right! And don't you come back now, you hear?
So, today's goal isn't to get you to agree, but to get you to understand my perspective. If you don't understand the perspective, that's cool. Explain to me why Amy isn't annoying, which is a personal preference, which you probably won't be able to convince me out of very easily, but we can have that conversation in the comments down below. Like and subscribe and do whatever. Have a great day.
Sleepy, happy, dot, grumpy, bashful, and Tyrone. I never save a black bitch's number in my phone. It's the Mambo King, Xavier Cougat. Call me Mario, nigga, cause I'm wearing my coon hat. Some of my best friends are black, but they say I'm fucking racist, 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 racist. Homie, I ain't the one who put your ass on a slave ship, slave ship, slave ship.